Okay, so have finished postseason play. We're going to give you a little bit of a recap. Um, so when I simulated those games, I went into the game and then went to sim to the end of the game because I do track my stats on here on a Excel spreadsheet. Um, so for that reason, I did it that way. So we did win the conference championship game over Boise State, 40-28. That's pretty awesome, I guess. I wasn't expecting that, but the simulated stats were quite different from the way that I play. Granted, Colorado State throws the ball over the yard in actual real life, and so they kind of reflected that in the game too, where threw the ball 55 times, and the only person with rushing attempts was Nicolosi, the quarterback. So we also had our receivers only threw it to 3 receivers. So Torrey Horton had like 25 receptions for 371 yards in that game, but his final score was 40-28. And then picked up the playoff berth as a 12 seed and had to play Clemson in the first round, and that game went into overtime. That was a 58-52 loss. Thank the Lord, because I might have to rethink the whole simulation thing, because there's no way that Colorado State should even be in that game, and so it shouldn't have been close. If I would have played that, I'm guessing it would have been much, much more realistic in terms of a blowout. But maybe not. Who knows? I mean, I got blown out by BYU and Colorado in the regular season, actually playing the game. So that was a little bit odd. But the same thing happened with the simulated stats. Threw it 67 times. Torrey Horton had 27 receptions for 458 and 6 touchdowns. And Nicolosi was 38 of 67 for 577 and 6 touchdowns with no interceptions. So I got to rethink the whole simulated rule thing, because I'm not supposed to be able to actually play the game. Supposed to actually not play the game until year 4 at the school, but man, I don't want these close games, because in simulation that should have never been close. In any case, I like to play with it being more realistic. So in year 1, Colorado State should never even really have made the playoff without a miraculous coaching job by me, which clearly happened. And anyway, so that's the postseason recap, and we're gonna go over the recruiting class. So, highlighted actually by, well, I guess the transfer portal. We'll save that for last because he's at the bottom of the list. So we have a defensive tackle, Tyler Paul. Enrique Crabtree, the athlete. He's going to end up playing guard, I believe. Yep, 6'4", 306. Trent Fusco, 2-star, strong safety from Colorado here in home. I mean, my pipeline is Colorado, and my alma mater is Air Force. So an alma mater, is, from what I understand, doesn't play into any recruiting at all. It's just like a thing for your coaching story and blah blah blah. Then we have outside linebacker Keelan Canaday, 3-star. He is not a gem, so he's going to progress slower than others. But I kind of am toying with the idea of moving him down to the D-end spot because of me being in a 3-3-5. He's obviously going to come down to D-end and not play in so much space, since that he's 6'4", 250. Jamichael Fuller, 3-star gem, outside linebacker, 6'1", 235. That was a good one. Jamie Sharp, 3-star, 6'1", 180 out of Bellevue, Nebraska. So we had some Nebraska boys be a part of this. Richard Maben, middle linebacker. He's a pass coverage guy. Probably going to move him out to outside linebacker. He can kind of, hopefully, I didn't scout all these guys. I don't have enough hours to do so yet as a new coach. Then I got a kicker, a power tendency, 3-star athlete that is an elusive back. He's a running back. Could potentially play him on defense. We'll see what happens. That's Jeff Stewart. He is a gem, by the way. Then I got my high school quarterback here as the scrambler. This will help with the flex bone. Keenan Hippenhammer, 3-star, out of Pittsburgh, Texas, 6', 200. Tyler Chick, the tight end, out of Colorado, 6'3", 250. Could potentially move him down inside to a guard because a tight end, he can run. I need a guy that can, I need my guards to be able to run because I pull a lot and power. He'd be undersized, but obviously I think I guess I don't even know if they gain weight through their college careers. I don't know. If they don't, I'm going to bump him up to 290 anyway. Then we have wide receiver Greg Daniels, 3-star. He's a route runner out of Aurora, Colorado, 6'2", 170. Rico Manuel, he's a slot guy as a corner out of Goodyear, Arizona, 6'2", 198. Then I have Nick Agasiva, zone corner, 3-star, 6'1", 177. Then we have free safety 3-star Randy Jordan out of Lincoln, Nebraska. He's a hybrid guy, run stopper / coverage guy, 5'11", 209. Keep blurring out over here, it looks like. Then we have George Cesario, wide receiver, route runner out of Las Vegas. 6 foot, 173. Then a guy that I'm kind of excited about, Luis Lorenz, center. Could play guard. He's agile. Probably won't play guard. He's got to get up to the backers in those even fronts. 6 foot, 291. Middle linebacker, run stopper, Nick Stevenson. He's a 3-star out of Lansing, Kansas. 5'11", 230. Then we got a fullback, Tobias Peters. He's a 3-star. Hometown out of Lawrence, Kansas. 6'2", 226. And then Tyrone Parms, 3-star tight end. He's a possession guy. Looking like I'm probably going to move him out to wide receiver. He's 6'2", 235. I don't use burners so much because I'm going to play heavy run game, and I need those guys to be out in the perimeter blocking. Then I have my actual physical wide receiver, Jalen Bram, out of Henderson, Nevada, 6'1", 187. Go back to the O-line, Jabari Ogunjobi. He's a center out of Los Lunas, New Mexico, 6'2", 292. Another tight end, possession guy, Jonathan Nicholson. He's 6'5", 238. He's for sure going to be moved to wide receiver. 3-star Tyler Coronado, strong safety out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, 5'11", 195. And then my transfer portal quarterback that I am stoked to have because I think he's really good on this game, Sam Levitt from Arizona State. He's a field general. Not going to help me so much in the option game, But gosh, he can sure bridge the gap. Actually, with Nicolosi, I don't think Nicolosi was a graduation. I think he's just a sophomore. So I'm probably going to be putting Sam Levitt into the starting slot and Nicolosi to the bench. And then I picked up a corner that's 2-star. He's from San Diego State. Just wanted to, he's a freshman, so I figured why not. Got 3 years to play here. So that is the recruiting class, 26 prospects. I'm not sure exactly what ranking I took. Can't be too high. Yeah, I was going to say probably 43rd. 43rd out of, how many schools are there these days? I think like 128. 134? Holy cow. Okay. So 43 out of 134. It's not bad, especially being at Colorado State with a pipeline at Colorado. In any case, that is the recruiting class. And that was all we were streaming to do. Adios.